So my thumb into the centre, and just make a hole big enough to be able to get my fingers, all of my fingers in, and go straight down to the wheel head. And because it's a pan, a very shallow pot, it won't have a false base, it'll have its own base. So that's quite a challenge in itself. So what I'm doing now, my fingers are like that and I'm coming towards myself. So I'm kind of cutting the clay as I'm going along. So straight into the edge. And then the very important part on any pot is the base. So I'll compress this.
Poppy asks for her, those Americans is...
So I'm going to make, we're doing a few little stoneware pumpkins. So these will be glazed. So this is a 3.5 pound lump of clay. It's relatively soft, not as soft as we use a terracotta, but quite soft for stoneware. So we're pulling out, compressing the base. Straight onto the rib. Don't forget to take the water out at this stage before you start to close it in. So with the stoneware compared to the earthenware terracotta that we use, you've got to be quite gingy, you've got to work quite gently with this clay. Any sort of wrong move, and it doesn't take it. Okay. And then making the stalk. Literally just put my fingers like that, twist it around and cut it off. That's a little baby pumpkin. People keep asking what do the pots look like when they're fired. Well, it's a clay that's direct from the ground. We use it as dug. You know, we don't clean it. There's all sorts of things in it. So you can see, for instance, on here, there's a lime spoil in there. So there's 2 or 3 lime spoils on this pot. But that's kind of an accepted part of our product. People know, you know, obviously if that gets really bad, we wouldn't send it out. But like that, that's still good. That's not going to get any worse. But you can see also this, so this is just the ash from all the coal in the kiln. So all of these will have been sat about this high in the kiln, above, and they'll be sat on 5 layers of tiles at the top of the kiln. So they're getting the full force of the ash. So some of them, you can see slight variations in colour. So that one's got a bit toasted at the top, it's slightly darker. You have to excuse the noise, so at the moment that noise is the fan pulling all the heat out of the kiln into the drying sheds. So normally it's quite peaceful at this time of day. But yeah, so when everything comes out of the kiln, that's one of the downsides of these downside of this sort of kiln, is there's a lot of cleaning up to do before you can send stuff out. But they're well fired. They've got a really nice ring to them, and the colour's good. So this is all for one garden, and this is only probably half of the order, I think, something like that. So yeah.